oh, 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 oh. Hmm. Oh, hi. It's Jim from the Saskatoon Public Library. And I'm here today to do a book lab with you, or a book laboratory. I think that's what they're called. And what it means is I'm going to read you a book, this book, as a matter of fact. And afterwards, we're going to do a kind of a craft that's related to the book. Sound like fun? I sure hope so. But first of all, I'd like to acknowledge that I am proud to be standing on Treaty 6 territory doing this program for you. And also to acknowledge that it's the traditional homeland of the Métis. Okay, so the book is called, as you can see, I don't know, maybe you can't see, is called My Garden. It's by Kevin Henkes. And, let me read it to you, and we'll see how it goes. All right. My mother has a garden. I'm her helper. I water, I weed, and I chase away the rabbits so they don't eat all the lettuce. It's hard work, and my mother's garden is very nice. But you know, if I had a garden, there would be no weeds and the flowers would keep blooming and never die. In my garden, the flowers would change color just by me thinking about it. Oh, pink, blue, green, purple, even patterns. And if you picked a flower, one would just grow right back in its place. In my garden, the rabbits wouldn't eat the lettuce because the rabbits would be made out of chocolate and I'd eat them. If I planted seashells, I would grow seashells. If I planted jelly beans, I'd grow a great big jelly bean bush. Sometimes in my garden, good, unusual things would just pop up. Things like, buttons and umbrellas and old rusty keys. Oh, and in my garden there would be birds and butterflies by the hundred so that the air was humming with wings. And the tomatoes would be as big as beach balls. And the carrots would be invisible because I don't like carrots. At night, the morning glories would stay open and shine like stars. And the strawberries would glow like lanterns. It's night now. Only the fireflies and the porch light are glowing. Before bed, I take one seashell from the shelf in my room and go to the garden. I poke the seashell into the ground. Who knows what might happen? I cover it up with dirt and pat down the dirt with my foot. What are you doing? Asks my mother. Oh, nothing, I say. Just working in the garden. That was a pretty good story, don't you think? I really like the little girl's imagination. All the things she imagined that would go into her very own garden. I particularly like the chocolate bunnies. I thought that was a great idea. Anyway, hope you enjoyed the story. But what I thought we'd do for the second part of this book laboratory was to make a flower with recycled materials and things we can just find around in back alleys or the garbage or recycling bins or wherever you might find stuff. But first of all, we have to ask ourselves the question, how do we make something look like a flower? Flower is a really big word. It's only 6 letters long, but it covers a lot of things. Can you see all the pictures of flowers up there? They're all different. They're different shapes, and colors, and sizes, and what makes them all flowers? That's kind of what we have to figure out. What do these flowers all have in common? Let's look at some flowers. Here's a sunflower. Well, it has a stem and a couple of leaves and some petals that go all the way around that round thing in the middle. Let's look at another flower. Petals, leaves, stem. Oh, I think it's a carnation. Well, it has a stem. Looks kind of like the previous stem, doesn't it? These leaves are different though. And it also has petals. Curious. So let's take a closer look at petals. Well, each flower has their own kind of petals, but they all seem kind of the same on every individual flower, for sure. And they all radiate from a middle part. That's how petals work, I guess. So if we were to draw them to cut them out for an individual flower, they'd all be the same shape, more or less. Do leaves do the same thing? Let's have a look. See, these leaves are that shape. And those leaves are that shape. Kind of the same, eh? What about these ones? These are little spiky shapes. And they're all the same shape. Interesting. So let's draw a flower, or pieces of the flower. Here's a whole bunch of petals in our stem, always skinny like that, I'm thinking. And some weird shaped leaves, all the same sort of shape. Yeah. So over here we'll put our stem. We'll put our petals up there, and the petals all moving away from the center. Yeah. Weird, but it looks like a flower. So let's make one. Here I have a whole bunch of tape played out, and I've got some petals all cut up into petal shapes. And those green things, by the way, those are leaves, long skinny leaves in this case. That yellow thing is the centerpiece, and let's see how it goes. Oh, I'm kind of off screen there, but that's all right. You'll be able to see it eventually. I got myself I think it's a bamboo stick that I just sort of cut in half. But you could use any kind of stick, that's for sure. And sometimes I pull the tape out like that and put it in a nice little neat little row. So it's a little easier to construct. I don't have to keep peeling off the tape. That piece of cardboard I just rolled into a kind of a tube, put some tape around it so I can stick it onto my stick. And then I have somewhere to stick my flower onto. Okay, here we go. Here goes my first petals. Look at them. They're coming off the center and going outside like a clock, kind of. Let's see, we'll get all the petals on. And I'm using tape, by the way, because it's really fast, and I've also sped up the film, so we don't have to sit here and watch me, put in one petal after another. And there's my center. Bingo bango. One lovely flower that you can stick in your garden if you want to. You can see where I taped the leaves on at the bottom. A little bit sloppy, but it's okay. And it follows all our rules. Cool. Let's do another one. Oh, this one's a little more complicated. See, I'm drawing petals, all sort of the same shapes, and I'm using different colors. Because we didn't make any rules up about colors, did we? All we said was it had to have petals, had to have a stem, and had to have leaves, and that the petals all had to be the same size, or not the same size, pardon me, the same shape, more or less, and that the leaves also had to be of the same shape. And that's it. I didn't talk about color at all. Oh, here I've gotten it's a toilet paper roll, I think, and I'm making a base for the flower. Well, you'll see
So I'm cutting little slots in the top, and I'm going to fold them down. I'm not cutting all the way through. I don't know if you noticed or not, but when I was making those petals, I didn't always use the scissors. So if you didn't have a pair of scissors, you could actually very carefully rip around each one. It would take forever, but it might be kind of fun. And there it is, my little base for my flower. So I'm going to use glue this time instead of tape. Slightly different thing. The petals are very small, and the tape would be, well, bigger than the petals themselves. So I got my little glue. I'm just going to put a dot of glue on each one. And yeah, we may hurry this up a little bit. This may take forever. So there I am. That's going to the center, and then the next one's going to go to the center, and so on. And oh, it looks like I got more petals. Oh, and I'm speeding it up. This is all good. Yeah, so around in a circle towards the center. It's not perfect, but nature doesn't necessarily be perfect. It's not geometrically perfect. Oh, there, I got a bunch in the middle. And now I'm going to put a bunch more on. Oh, I'm making some double-sided tapes. When you put the tape around like that, loop it. And I'm going to put it around there because I think I got tired of gluing, actually. And now I can just put my petals on all the way around. Bing, bam, boom, boom. Here we go. Oh, look at that. I'm going like crazy now. I kind of like the contrast of the darker pink with the lighter pink on top. Oh, and there's more. Yeah, more and more. Oh, and I'm going to tape a little tape around it just to secure it. And oh, I'm going to put some more petals on. I'm gluing these ones on all over the place. Again, I'm sort of going around like a clock face. They all point into the center. And those were our rules, remember? Let's see what's going to happen next. Oh, I'm still gluing on some more and stuff. Yeah, a few more pieces. Oh, I'm rearranging things because I don't quite like it. Doesn't look quite right. And we're just bringing off screen. Oh, I'm cutting the bottom because I want to crush down the bottom a little bit. Put slots in the bottom so I can tape it onto my stick. This time I'm using a stick, not a piece of bamboo. It's just a twig I found in my back alley. And I'm going to tape that on really good. And then I got this crazy idea. Well, I decided I'd put some string around it too, make it really strong. So there I am getting the string, cutting it, and tying it on really tight. And then I'm going to wrap it around and around and around. It's looking very flower-like already, isn't it? Yeah, it's cool. And then we're going to go around and around and around. And we'll cut that off, get that all ready, nice and tight. And at some point, I think I cut off the bottom of the stick. You could just break the bottom. Oh, no, it wasn't not very breakable. I think I used a tool to cut it off, actually. Not that pair of scissors. Oh, I'm putting in the circular part in the middle. And, I tried a few things. No. And do you remember the yellow thing from my previous flower? Well, I just cut it down and I stuck it in the middle because that made the most sense to me. Look at, lovely, perfect. Oh, nice. Okay. So there it is. Oh, I gotta make leaves now. And now I'm not even drawing leaves. I'm just cutting them freehand. So I decided to have big leaves and just 2 of them, which is cool in flowers. There we go. And now I'm going to tape it on. I'm going to fold it over, tape. Yeah, I'm using a lot of tape now because I got tired of using the glue. And we'll tape the other one on the other side. I'll go on the stem. Oh, it's looking very good. Oh, my. Okay. Oh, there's some masking tape. You can see me putting that on. That's all cool. I've cut the bottom off. And there's the finished product. Isn't that lovely? I think I'm going to go plant it out in the garden. And there it is. Doesn't it look just like a real flower? Well, maybe not. Anyway, that's my thing. That's my book laboratory. Oh, I've been told that it's not called a book laboratory, but a story laboratory or story lab, whatever. You get the idea. Go out and make your own flower and send us pictures via Facebook on Messenger. We'd love to see them. So thanks for watching. I hope you have a great day. hope to see you again for more Story Labs. Bye-bye.